Today, we're diving into one of the biggest shifts of our time, how we connect with people. We're going to look at how we went from simple personal recommendations to a massive global conversation. How word of mouth literally became world of mouth. You know, at the heart of this whole thing are two totally different ideas. Over here on the left, you've got the classic word of mouth. You know, personal, local, and pretty much stuck where it started. But on the right, world of mouth. We're talking global, instant, all powered by the internet. The difference is just staggering. And to really get it, we've got to go back to the beginning. So, to really appreciate the revolution, we first have to understand the old world, right? Let's take a step back and look at the rules that used to run the show, before the digital age came in and just completely rewrote the playbook. For centuries, this was it. This was the whole game. Your reputation, your business, could only travel as fast as someone could talk or as far as they could walk. Now, don't get me wrong, it was incredibly powerful, but it was also kind of trapped, you know, a really potent force, but locked inside its own little local bubble. And this chart here, it shows you the core problem of that old model perfectly. As you can see, the potential reach was, well, it was fundamentally limited. You could be the absolute best at what you do, but your audience was always capped by geography. There was just a hard ceiling on your growth. But then, something came along that didn't just raise that ceiling, it completely shattered it into a million pieces. And that, of course, brings us to the new era, the world of mouth, all driven by the incredible power of the internet. 5.35 billion. That's the kind of audience we're talking about now. It's a scale that was just completely unimaginable a few decades ago. It's like we didn't just move out of the village, we stepped into a global stadium, practically overnight. This idea is captured so perfectly right here. The internet didn't just expand our reach, it transformed a whisper into a global broadcast. Just think about that for a second. A single good review, one shared post, a video that goes viral. That quiet little recommendation can now be heard by millions. It's not word of mouth anymore. It really truly is world of mouth. So, okay, this new world offers some incredible power, but how do we actually use it? Well, that brings us to the modern outreach toolbox and all the digital instruments we have to work with now. Honestly, the best way to think about this is like an actual toolbox. You've got social media, blogs, videos, podcasts, and each one is a completely different tool. I mean, you wouldn't use a hammer to saw a piece of wood, right? In the exact same way, you wouldn't use a short-form video app to publish some massive 10,000-word research paper. So what can these tools actually do? Well, for starters, they let us reach new audiences with unbelievable precision, finding the exact people who need what you offer. They help us build these amazing, vibrant communities around a shared interest, creating real loyalty. They let us tell these powerful visual stories that connect with people on an emotional level. And this is a big one, they let us have direct, real-time conversations, turning customers into collaborators. Okay, so with all these tools, how in the world do you choose? It actually comes down to a really simple three-step framework. First, you've got to know exactly who you're trying to talk to. Second, be crystal clear on what you want to achieve. And only then, as the third and final step, do you pick the medium that's going to best connect that person to that goal. And this brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation, strategy. Because look, having the tools is one thing, but knowing the specific strengths and weaknesses of each one, that's what separates just making a lot of noise from actually being effective. Let's get practical here for a sec. Take a blog, for example. It's fantastic for building trust and authority, especially for complicated stuff. But its weakness? It asks for a lot of time and attention from your reader. Now, flip to the other end of the spectrum. Think short-form video. It's unbeatable for showing off a brand's personality and grabbing younger audiences. But it's a terrible tool for deep, complex arguments. See? A good strategy is all about understanding these trade-offs and picking the right one for your specific goal. So if you remember one thing, let it be this. Your strategy is the bridge. It's the plan. It's what connects what you want to say with the people who need to hear it, using the perfect tool for that job. Without that bridge, your message is just an echo in a giant empty room. Which leaves us with one last question. Today, reaching a global audience isn't a question of if you can, it's a question of how you'll do it. The world is out there and they really are listening. So how will you choose to speak to them?